Jabber talk, jabber talk. Jabber, 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 jabber talk. Jabber talk, jabber talk. Jabber, 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 jabber talk. Miss Jabber, Miss Jabber, Jabber talk.
Okay, and here we are again. We are on Jabber Talk. You're listening to Jabber Talk right now, a time to let the chat out of the bag. Now, you know how it works. You've been listening long enough. We have our special friends with us. They talk about the amazing things they've accomplished and done. But rather than us focusing on that, we like to talk to the person and find out, what makes them tick, what makes them get out of bed in the morning, what motivates them. So we have our list of 40 questions. They tell us a number, we ask them that question, and then we discover things. So you've got to remember, they have never seen any of these questions, so they don't have a clue what is coming. So that is how Jabber Talk works. Now, today, though, we are having a very, 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 very special Jabber Talk, because I am here with two very special people to me personally, because they are part of the cast of Barking Mad. Now, you've got to remember that Barking Mad is a show that myself, Jacqueline Malcolm, and my two sisters write, Marva, Gregorio, Souza, and Karol Malcolm. And so we work on this show together. We make sure we put it out there. It's on Colourful Radio every Sunday at 12 o'clock. So I'm hoping that most of you have actually had a chance to listen to it at some point. And we have got two of the main actors, two of the main cast from that little team of people. So with me now is Ian Pink, who plays the fabulous Chef Benedict. Do you want to say hello, Ian?
I'd like to, can I?
Yes, please.
Hello.
Oh, I love this guy. And also we've got Josie Mills.
I won't wait to be asked. Hello.
She's like, she never waits to be asked.
I don't, no.
And Josie, she plays Dawn, she plays Katrina, she plays and a host of other people.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being with us today. Seriously, guys.
Thank you.
It's all right.
And I'm going to...
Paid me bus fare, I've got to be here.
You're making me stay. I've got to quickly say, me and Josie actually met, what is it now? 10 years ago?
No, it's way more.
Is it?
2002?
I was only 13 at the time.
Yeah, I was 12. It was amazing how developed we were for such young children.
Does that mean I'm older than both of you?
Yeah, it does.
Do I get to boss you about now?
Yeah,
like you don't anyway.
Exactly.
Well, I don't need an excuse.
No, yeah, me and Josie have been friends for years and years and years, and we've worked on so many.
Yes, we are friends.
Oh, that's dark. That's dark.
We're best of friends.
Yeah. So, before we go into the 40 questions though, Ian, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, how on earth did you get into acting? You are brilliant. How did you get into it? How did you find your brilliance?
That became a very, very in-depth question very quickly. How did I find my brilliance? I found out I was rubbish at everything else. That's how I managed it. Yeah, just kept going through school being rejected until suddenly I found something which stuck. The thing is, like, someone asked me a few years back during a job, do you find acting difficult? And the truth, like, if you break acting down into mechanics, like being on stage, learning the lines, all the mechanics of it, I actually found all the acting mechanics really, really, really easy. I find everything else in real life really tough.
So true.
That's interesting.
If you sort of you go through school, I was very awkward at school because I didn't have a clue how to be or behave or anything. But if someone hands you a script and says, that's what you say, and introduces to a director saying, they will tell you where to stand. And if you're it's in the script, you have an argument with someone, you have an argument with someone. If it's told that you behave like an imbecile, you can behave like an imbecile and get away with it. So it's like an instruction manual for those few hours you're rehearsing or on stage.
Do you know what? I have heard so many people say that, but never put it that well.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, they ID with themselves better on stage than they do in reality.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did he say? I switched off.
Josie, you wouldn't have learnt anything from it anyway, love.
I know it all, babe.
Yeah. I extol pearls of wisdom. You just sit there in the corner mumbling to yourself.
Love you.
Oh, this is so funny. Oh, I'm going to love it. And so, Ian, sorry, just go back to you a minute.
Yeah.
So, is there a favourite a platform? Do you prefer stage, film, radio? I mean...
Well, part of the big appeal of acting is the fact you get to work in so many mediums. You get to play a variety of characters in acting if you're lucky, which is great, but in a variety of ways. So if you do film, then obviously you feel rather important because there's a camera pointing at you. And you get to sort of tone things down a little bit, and it's a cliche, it's all in the eyes, and you get to use those tools. Whereas if it's a stage thing, then the benefits of that is that it's probably for a longer time, and you get to klutz around with people in rehearsal and muck about and tease each other, which you don't necessarily get if it's just quick, short bursts of filming. And of course on stage you get to play the whole story in front of you. You get to tell a story to people who were there at the time seeing you do it, which is brilliant. Whereas with filming, it's you have to wait for ages until you get the triumphant euphoria. It's a delayed orgasm, people, with filming. Whereas acting on stage, you get it there. Then
an immediate orgasm.
Oh, which is the best kind, isn't it? Yeah, several times.
Any children listening? The meaning of
the best advice children get is don't go into acting. Your bank account will be so much happier for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you weren't an actor, what would you have done?
I don't know. There's quite a good homeless shelter near.
Oh, God.
I don't know. Well, the thing is, you can say, well, if you weren't an actor, what would you have done? Because all actors have to have another income anyway, don't they? So even if you are an actor, you've got to do something else to earn a wage
that's
when
very true.
You're not acting. So, although I suppose it's a matter of career. So, if I wasn't trying to be an actor, I'd have a different career, which would probably still try to be something in television, even if it was a runner, getting Ian McKellen his lunch or something. But when you try to pursue acting, then you find other jobs which have to be a little less, I suppose, career driven, because they've got to fit. You've got to fit acting in and around it, so you've got to drop in and out.
Because first and foremost, you are an actor, and that's always going to come first, because that is where you're going.
I think so. So I, at the proud age of 31, I still have a lifestyle of a student. So if I hadn't decided to pursue acting, then I'd probably have a healthier bank account, but a less stable mental position.
Right.
And it's not that stable now.
It's really not.
No. That's why Josie and I get on so well.
No, he's not joking. I mean, guys, I know you don't get to be in the studio with us, but you should see these two in the studio together. Their energy is just hilarious. You can just sit and watch them, and they don't even know they're being watched. They're just locked into this little world.
Damn it, they know what we're doing.
Just trying to clobber each other. Don't need an audience for that.
It's like you've got two naughty children, his brother and sister, naughty children.
Yeah. It really is.
Did you say we should film it one day?
Yeah,
social services will be on to us.
No, but you're right. We should film it one day.
We should, definitely.
And so what about you, Josie? How did you get into the acting scene and all of this?
Oh, a bit like Ian. I can't do anything else. I just can't do anything else properly. I remember when I was a kid, I watched this film, and it had these dancers on stage, and they had these beautiful sort of ballerina costumes, and I made my mum take down the net curtains and make me like a ballerina skirt out of net curtains, because it was like, I really want to do that. It's amazing. And it's just,
brilliant.
My head works in probably the same way as Ian's, and you guys as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. It's like I need to be creative all the time, and I feel stifled if I'm not doing different things, and if I'm not on the next project and doing the next thing. And I think that's what the beauty of acting is it never gets boring, because it never gets stale, because the job's over before it gets stale and you're on to something else.
Right.
So I think probably a little bit of me just not being a very stable person.
It's really helpful.
It's really helpful for me to be an actor.
Brilliant. Yeah. And what would be your ultimate, role, the person that you'd love to play?
Oh, I would love to be in the Rocky Horror Show.
Really?
Yeah, to be Magenta in the Rocky Horror Show would be absolutely amazing. Because I love the show, and because the costumes are just so fabulous. I mean, how could you not want to get on stage and dress like a complete slut? It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I would love to do that. And I'd also love to obviously be in a very serious BBC drama. Wearing a corset. And speaking in RP.
Andy Pryor, if you're listening.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's fantastic.
To be honest, I love every job that I do. So whatever character I'm given, I'll make the best of it. I'll make the best I possibly can and make it the biggest and usually the brashest as well that it can possibly be. So, but magenta, yeah.
Ah,
amazing.
brilliant.
If you're
Brilliant,
magenta,
love
can
it.
I be riffraff?
Oh yes, you'd be a great riffraff. I would. Let's do it.
I see.
Let's do it.
I hear the Rocky Horror Show calling.
Amazing.
I'll have to send them a copy of this interview so they can hear how amazing you are. And
Yeah,
just,
Richard O'Brien would love
Because will this
us,
be our
definitely.
pitch?
Yeah, this is it. You need us in your life, Richard.
Yeah.
You've not done a good enough job with the Rocky Horror until now. Until you have us.
Yeah.
There you go. Then it will take it to another level.
Oh, yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Well, my dancing is best seen on the radio, so this is the best medium for it.
You've got good rhythm. You must be able to dance.
I've got good what? Sorry.
Rhythm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've got several good rhythms, and they all take place at the same time in opposing fashions. It's like my left leg's doing something my right arm isn't aware of.
Oh God, I'm gonna laugh all day. Okay. In case you've just switched on and this is not some really random person just laughing and chatting on the radio, this is Jabber Talk. I'm Jackie, and we're talking right now to Josie Mills and to Ian Pink from the Barking Mad crew and a lot of other projects and everything they do. But right now we're gonna get down to our 40 questions. So remember, guys, they have not seen these questions. They have no idea what's going to be coming at them. I love that look of fear that immediately
We need a script. We're not good without a script.
Josie can go first.
Thanks, Ian.
Anytime.
Sure.
Oh, you're so loving.
Yeah.
Okay, so Josie, I'm going to take that then. So between 1 to 40, pick a number.
24.
Number 24. Okay, this is so perfect for you. What is your most embarrassing or funniest moment
Oh.
that you could possibly think of for your life to date?
Okay.
I mean, I know I can name a few of them,
Oh,
but
shush, stop. I never embarrass myself, ever. Well, okay. So in terms of acting, it was a near miss, luckily. So I was 15 and I was in a show in Chester called Jubilee Street, and it was the 80s, and I had to wear this really short rah-rah skirt, and I had to go to the loo just before I went on stage, and I got the rah-rah skirt tucked into my knickers.
oh,
And I was walking down the corridor ready to go on stage, and there was two girls there. One of them went, oh, stop, and the other one said, don't tell her.
Oh,
But then she did tell me, so luckily I didn't go on stage with my bum out.
Oh,
Not that time, anyway.
Not that.
Yeah.
But another really embarrassing moment is when I first met my husband, and he took me out for a dinner for the first time at a really, really posh restaurant that his friends owned, and there was cubes of what I thought was cheese on the table, and I ate one and it was butter. That was really... But I had to carry on eating it like I'd intended to. That was quite bad.
Oh no! And then ever since then they serve you a plate of butter on the side.
They think I really like butter.
Oh yes, Joe loves her
Cubes
butter.
of butter.
Who's seen a cube of butter?
Do they have cocktail sticks already inside?
No.
Oh, then that's back on you then. That's back on you. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh,
thanks
okay,
for
no,
that,
they
Jack.
could. I like this. Okay, Ian, your go.
Oh,
Between 1 to... Oh, but of course you can't pick the number that's already been picked.
That
So-
in many ways is a relief. So I'll go with my age, 31.
31. I've got to say, Ian, you do not look 31. You must hear that all the time.
I do when people say, "Oh, doesn't he look young?" Oh,
It's because he can't grow a beard.
my new headshots will beg to differ.
Photoshop.
Yeah. How dare you? Oh,
I love you. I'll just keep saying it. I love you.
I've been wounded here.
Oh, that's too
I'm
funny.
going to write such a Facebook status about you later.
Oh my gosh, I think I better just stick to the questions.
Sorry.
No butting in. There's going to be a fight. Okay, so number 31. What was the last dream you remember having?
I remember my dreams were very brief. When I wake up and one of two things will happen, where I go, "Oh, thank heavens that wasn't real," or I'll wake and go, "Oh God, I'm back here again." But sort of, I can't remember anything specific, but for some reason I remember there was a turret And there was interesting, like a spiral, like, you know those, like at a fairground, a turret, and the spiral staircase goes around the outside of the turret, and you get to the top, and there's like a slide or something down. It was like that, but the turret was like a fairy tale one made out of like bricks and things, and we had to get something. And I say we, as in there was me, and there was someone who was not me, who was also there. And so there was more than me. There was us. There was a group, a team. I think there was just two. I don't know. I've just got this shape of we had to get to the top of the. There was something in the turret, which is probably why the staircase was on the outside. And there was a field involved, probably a turret adjacent. But the only sort of dream I properly remember was like from really, really when I was really young, which involved like a beach and a crab, and it was one of those instances where I kept thinking, oh, thank heavens it wasn't real. And ever since then I've developed quite an unhealthy state of ichthyophobia, which is a fear of fish.
Oh, from that dream.
Well, it started there, and then I was taken at a really young age to the Sea Life Centre, those like
Yeah.
appear all over the place. I was about 3, and in the foyer of the Sea Life Centre was this tiny little tank on a plinth. It was literally the most simplistic cuboid thing with water in you can imagine. And in it was a singular crab which had somehow managed to get its right claw over the top of this tank. And my dad said to me, don't worry, Ian, it won't get out. So when 2 minutes later someone was shouting that the crab got out, I simultaneously accused my dad of being a liar and insisted he hoist me above his shoulders for quite some time, even though we traversed many staircases, which the crab would have very great difficulty in ascending or descending. And then, of course, I graduated from crabs to lobsters to all kinds of fish, because they are essentially evil.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Oh, and there was an incident at the swimming pool, which, oh, Lord.
A fish got in.
No, it was even worse than that in some ways. So I was tiny. My mother said, oh, well, you're tiny. We should teach you to swim. The best place to do that is the sports centre. I will take you to the sports centre. And she took me to the sports centre. So unlike my dad, not a liar. And we went to the sports centre and went to the pool, and my mother waded out a little bit into the pool, turned towards me and said, come towards me, Ian, which I absolutely refused to do, because what my mother hadn't factored into the whole equation was that on the wall behind her was painted the biggest picture of an orange octopus with what I can only deem a malevolent smile on his face, and there was no way that 2-year-old me was going anywhere near that kraken. It was that sea beast was not taking me alive, whether it be a mural on a wall or not. So I didn't wade in, and thus can't swim, and I'm certain that fish wait outside my door to get me when I leave my house.
That is brilliant. I'm so sorry.
I'm
so sorry.
Yeah, so what's the next question, Jax?
But that's funny though. In full support of you, I have an ugly fear of butterflies.
I see.
Cannot stand them. I think they're the most ugliest thing ever. And if they come near me, I will start screaming. I have stopped traffic in New York.
Wow.
Yeah, I panic. I go into a dead fear.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I understand now. I respect your fear.
Thank you.
Doesn't have to make sense.
No.
It doesn't have to seem pathetic.
Why are you using words like that? Why is that coming to it? Did I tell you about the sea beast that was painted on the wall, yeah? Orange octopus? No, malevolent smile, yeah.
And the crab that changed you around.
Smiley octopus.
You can call it what you want. I call it an accident waiting to happen.
You called it a kraken.
It was. Big
Love
goggly
it.
eyes.
Love it, love it, love it. So, Joe, your next question, please. 1 to 40.
Okay, 12.
Number 12 coming up. Okay, this is quite intense. If you had to start your life all over, what would be the one thing that you would change? Don't say your husband. Let's keep
that is so hard. That is so hard.
I'm glad you picked it.
I think, I know. Well, there's two things. I would have either not left school and gone straight into a job. I would have gone straight to college, because I went to college late. I didn't go to college until I was 20. Or when I had the opportunity to go to drama school when I graduated college, I had the choice of drama school or university, and I chose university.
So why? What did you study at uni?
Media performance.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that was going to be helpful for my career. It wasn't.
Right. There you go.
And 10 years later, I had to go to drama school anyway. So yeah, I think that would probably be the thing that I would change. I can't think of anything sort of fundamental like my family or anything like that, because that would be a bit mean.
That's not like you at all, is it?
No, it's really not.
Sweet, lovely. Yeah.
It's really not.
But I mean, you love your family, so
Of
why
course I
would
do.
you?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So
You're always talking about
yeah,
them.
that's
That you would have just changed when you started your career. So you wouldn't have changed your career.
No, definitely wouldn't have changed the career. No, I would have just changed when I started doing it.
Right.
Because I feel like if I'd have started it a little bit quicker, I mightn't be as old as I am now. If you know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense.
No,
Can we cut this? Can I pick another number?
It's too late. Don't edit that, guys.
So the one thing you would change is picking a different number.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Over again.
No, that does make sense though. I like that. Because I'm in reverse. When I left school, I went straight into college, and I wish I hadn't. I wish I had taken my break.
That's it.
And
We
then
talked
done it.
about
So
this, didn't we?
You know what I mean? It's like it's just one of those things. Maybe it's that thing of the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And also I never got a gap year because by the time I went to uni and drama school, I was too old to have a gap year. I had to be sensible by that stage. So, you know, like these young people when they go to uni and then they take a gap year when they're like 21 and go and find themselves. I've never found myself.
Oh no.
I don't know who I am.
Oh, little girl lost.
Yeah,
Oh,
totes.
you've heard it for the first time on Jabba Talk. Josie Mills is a little girl lost.
It's ironic. We've been trying to lose you for years.
Oh, Ian.
Yeah.
Just you wait till I bring a goldfish in next time.
Oh, just to taunt me.
Oh, hilarious. Okay, Ian, your next question.
Oh, guys.
Your number.
Oh,
1 to
what numbers
40.
have we got?
Right, well, you've got 1 to 40, not 31, not 24, not number 12.
I was going to choose number 12.
it.
Okay, so there's I don't. What's the best one? Let's choose something near the top then. Let's do question number 4.
Number 4. What is a current hot topic that gets your blood boiling?
Oh God, how can we narrow that list down? Oh, this year, man.
I know, right? There's so many
year.
topics.
Weren't we just discussing this?
Oh, the meltdown of both here and the other side of the ocean. Oh, this year has been absolutely box of frogs mad.
Yeah.
Which is
Second
quite
that.
suitable because it feels like we're going to be soon governed by a box of
A
frogs.
box of frogs, yeah.
In wits. Yeah, well, first of all, I suppose most recent hot topic is obviously the presidential election thing, which doesn't immediately affect us over here, but we're not exactly safe because of the whole Brexit thing. And the trouble is, when something like Brexit or something like the presidential election happens, immediately the biggest reaction will obviously be from the people who didn't want it to happen, i.e. us. Because obviously all the people I know are sort of similar to the same mind as me, because I happen to be in those circles. But you get all those reactions saying, either saying, oh, I can't believe this has happened, and this is awful, and trying to say every reason why this is going to end in the destruction of the earth, and the other half of them saying why it happened the way it did. And I just think you can try and analyse it and intellectualise it as much as you can, and as unhappy as Brexit makes me, as sorrowful as Trump's election makes me, it's happened, so try and, I don't know, deal with it or react to it in a way to try and think, well, people have gone this way now, how can we try to make things better in the future, or just either accepting the fact that you are different and that perhaps other people have it the right way, although describing Donald Trump as the right way to govern one of the biggest powers in the world is an odd sort of terminology.
And as you say, it's like everyone I talk to agrees with us. So
Yeah.
who did it? Where did these people come
Yeah.
from? And I think, like you, this year has been absolutely nuts. But I kind of think it's a good thing, because before great change becomes chaos. There is chaos. So this feels like there's a big shift about to happen, that something is about to happen. happen. But we can't all just sit on our backsides and say, well, I'll wait for it to happen.
Yeah.
It feels like it's time now for ordinary people like us to say, hang on a minute, no, I'm not happy about this.
Yeah.
And I will go out and I will march and I will demonstrate and I will create theatre and I will try and have a voice to say, hang on a minute, no, this isn't right. We cannot have this guy running, the most powerful country in the world because he's going to destroy us.
Well, reactionaries need something to react against, don't they?
That's true.
So maybe we did it to ourselves. Maybe we wanted Trump to be president.
Do you think it was subconscious?
Oh, no, it was the morons who voted for him.